Okay, it's time for another tip. So let's say you're running your CRA program with not a lot of guidance and you're newer to the CRA. So I recommend that you take a pragmatic approach to putting your arms around all of the CRA activities within your financial institution. So oftentimes we start our CRA program or we're new to the CRA and we're trying to figure out what was done in the past, and we're just kind of grabbing for the various elements of the CRA. We know that there's the lending test and services and investments and community development loans. And so we're learning over time of where we might capture this activity, right? Because CRA is not done by one. So really you are the master coordinator and trying to compile the information on behalf of the bank to put the opportunities forward to the examiners, right? And so you're in charge of that. So where do you go? So oftentimes we look, of course, to the lending teams, the business units, and then we're learning how the bank works around, well, how do we originate small business loans? How do we originate home mortgage loans? And how does that data flow? And then how do I determine how much is enough, right? And so looking from that lens is, well, let me learn more about the bank first, right? And what are the products and services we deploy, and how does that relate to the CRA? Then you might say, okay, well, lending, I'm getting a handle on that and I'm documenting it, by the way, as I go. So I'm creating a CRA program. Then I want to look at investments. Well, what department in the bank actually originates and cares about investments? Typically the treasury department or investments division. You all call it different things. And go out and interview somebody in treasury or investments and learn what type of investments your bank originates. And then you can also ask for lists, right, to understand more about investments, more about CRA qualified activities, but you're actually reaching out to the subject matter experts and learning more. Of course, you've already looked at your PE and have a sense of your performance as it relates to investments. So now you're just understanding how they get originated, how you might capture this, and then how you might qualify it. And then you might look at service. So services, community development services could be an all hands on deck opportunity, right? Any banker within your financial institution could contribute to the CRA program. So you might want to learn through marketing or HR what type of activities naturally occur within your bank, because banks are very, very involved in their communities and naturally deploy service activities because they're deeply embedded in the health and welfare of their community and supporting it along the way. And so you can look to marketing and HR and understand what's going on, how our employees get involved, how we capture those transactions, and then how you would qualify those activities for CRA, and then also document how you do that, right? So you're building this culture of compliance one step at a time. You may be new to it, but sometimes we have to create it from scratch if you weren't given the information to start with, right? And so you're really looking at the core elements of a CRA program and working backwards to, being curious around what are the business units that are most important to our CRA program? How do they deploy activities and loans and services and investments? And then how do we capture that? And then how do we qualify that and put it all together for our CRA exam? So I hope this is helpful in determining the next steps to uncover all the great work that your bank already does if you're newer to the CRA. So take a deep breath. You've got this. Just take it one step at a time, one core element of the CRA at a time. Maybe start with lending, maybe start with the services. Wherever you want to start, just take it one step at a time and learn and implement and document, and you'll be well on your way. So I hope this helps. Until next time, bye for now.